This is a full-blown rant about the abominable state of federal universities across Nigeria. Ever since our results were released a few weeks ago, I've been having these sudden and unpredictable random surges of anger. So I want to talk about it and get it off my chest. Our department released our results a few weeks ago after 6 months since we wrote the exam. And when I got the information that our results had been released, I was in a bus and the plan was to stop at the market and buy some food stuff before I just go home, killing two birds with one stone. Yes. So I got the notification that our results had dropped, and I'm not the kind of person that can wait. Like, oh, I don't want to see it yet. I don't want to see it yet. I have to see that moment as it's dropping. So I immediately checked the group and looked at the pictures that our classmates had dropped from the notice board of the results. I checked for my math number. So when I saw my math number, I took a deep breath and I checked my results. And the first thing I saw, CCB. So I stopped it right there. Those CCB, the first like 4 courses were 3-unit courses. So everywhere was blurring small. I dropped it first. I went to check internship because internship is a semester of its own and also a 6-unit course. So it's very important that you get a B in that course because they don't give A's for internship. Good and fine. So I went to check my internship and it was a B. So I relaxed a little bit. I went back to check my series of results. CCB, AA, B, whatever, F. Everywhere just blur permanently. Permanently. It was a permanent blur. I could not believe my eyes. I immediately started, having waves of emotions run over me. I was thinking back at the exam questions, like what happened during that exam? Was it a hard exam? Like, did I not answer it correctly? What happened? Did I have issues with the lecturer? Blah blah blah. Nothing was making sense to me, so everywhere was just blurring continuously. I've been one of the people that believe that F's are so hard to get. According to our grading system, an F is like 30, 35 max. That's what an F is. 10 in attendance, 14 in presentation. Did I now get 6 in exam? Did I die inside the exam hall? Did I faint, or did I miss the exam that I got 6 over 70 inside the exam hall? So I was trying to think about it. I dropped from the bus and I could not even think of going to the market at that particular point in time, because if I had gone to the market with the emotions I was feeling at that moment, then I would have gotten robbed, lost some money, lost my phone, or killed one of the vendors in the market. So I just started rushing to get the next bus. Even all those Amajiri children and bus conductors and rough sellers in the market, they'll say, oh, auntie, buy from me, Oluchi, Chioma, my color, come. They didn't near me, so it was obvious that my facial expression was not pleasant. If stares could kill, that was the expression and body language I was presenting at that particular moment. So I just got into the next bus and just went home from there. An hour after I got home, I was sulking. I decided to still check the results again. Let me break it down, right? So upon checking the results again, it turns out that everybody that took that course, we were 40 in number, all of us got an F in that particular course. Now, you will not believe this, but the first thing that came to my mind was relief. I felt relieved that I was not the only one who got an F in that course. If everybody gets an F in a course, it's either one of two things. Either you had an issue with the lecturer and he failed all of you, or it was an error. Now, we didn't have any issues with the lecturer. We were on very friendly terms with him, so it was obvious that at that point it was an error, so we could just easily go and rectify it. And the next day we went to the man's office for the course that we offered, and he explained to us, he showed us our real result, that it was an error, that he would try and get it fixed. Prior to that, some students went to meet the head of department, and he said that concerning the Fs, and he said that when too many students get A's, they will complain. So when too many, mind you, nobody got an A in that course from the lecturer's actual mark. Nobody got an A in that course. It was all B's, C's, D's, and 1 E. So the students will complain if all students get an A, but they let all students get an F be pasted on the notice board. And you now that pasted the results, you knew that there could be a mistake in that all F's, but you proceeded to paste that result on the notice board like that. To what? To kill students, to put students in a frenzy, to give students heart attack, to let students be mocked by their fellow classmates, because Nigerians have this victim blaming mindset that they just want to blame people. When they found out that, when our classmates found out that all of us that took that course got an F in the course. They were like, we that not take the course, we don't have sense, Abi. Why will you go and take that course? You don't know how that man is, you don't know how that lecturer is. So it's just a very stupid thing to say. Like, it's giving, what was she wearing? It's giving, why did you go out at night? Don't you know that this is happening? So this mistake gave room for such things to happen. And it's crazy how in a country like Nigeria, such silly things can happen and become permanent. So it still has not been rectified, but at least we know that that is not our real grade. Now, moving on to the internship, I got a B in the internship, but literally everybody else in my friend group got C's. And that C, when calculated with your CGPA, can literally cut your CGPA in half. There was someone on the notice board. The person had a 3.6 GPA in first semester and had an F, so no results in second semester. That's internship. And the person's CGPA is currently sitting pretty at 1.8. So that's the power of that internship. It's really necessary for you to get a B in that internship, but majority of people were given C's. People that worked their asses off, spent so much money, merited B's, were not given B's. And when asked, people said that, oh, C is a grade, not everybody can get a B. C is a grade. C is no longer a grade when that C has the power to cut your CGPA in half. C is no longer a grade when it is being graded as a whole semester. Internship is a whole semester of its own. So it can literally diminish your CGPA by waiting no good. So now I got a B in the course. I'm supposed to be happy, but I cannot be happy when people around me who merited good results as well were not given the results. I cannot even begin to start to talk about my C's in 3 unit courses. The 3 unit courses that I write for, some 2 unit courses that I know that I struggled in those exams. I did not really do too well in those exams. I was getting B's and A's. Now 3 unit courses, they're giving me C's. They're giving me C's in 3 unit courses. I couldn't even complain about that because it seemed so irrelevant in comparison with the C's in internship that a lot of people were given. Now somebody got a D in internship and she, raised complaint that, oh, I got a D in internship. And what the lecturer asked was, did you pay for supervision? And she said, yes, I paid. And the next thing that come after this man's mouth was, when did you pay? When did you pay? She paid for the supervision and she did her internship and she's getting a D and she's asking you, and you're asking her, when did she pay? So it's literally so detrimental. And I just get these random surges of rage and I need to speak up about it. But what can we really do? It is so difficult to put effort into something and not get the results of it. Fine, A's are scarce, you don't give A's, but give us the B's. Why are we still fighting for the B's? And even some people are still fighting for the C's when it is literally supposed to be the bare minimum for the efforts that we put in. When I first saw the F in my result and I didn't know what was going on, I said to myself, God forbid I come to this school and let them graduate me with a second class lower, because what have I done? With all the efforts I've put in, you graduate me with a second class lower. Now I take my 2.2 GPA and I go and look for a job, but there are 17 Tundes with 5.0 merited CGPAs from their respective private and state universities. So who am I in that case? What am I going to do with my 2.4 GPA? I can't get a job in comparison to those people. Who is my father? My father is a civil servant and a business owner. He's not the local government chairman. These people are literally giving us results that we will not be proud of in the future. They are giving us results that when we go into the job market, where there are no jobs, by the way, there are no jobs already. The few jobs that they are now, we cannot even compete for it because people are out there with a lot better results than us. Fine, you don't give first class, give the 2-1. Which one are you now giving people D in internship when they worked and vomited blood and spent millions and were harassed and faced so many tribulations? You are giving people this kind of grade. Me now can't even be happy with my grade because people that deserve better are not given that opportunity. So I feel so bad about it, and there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do with. I'm fine, but I feel like I needed to talk about it because it's good to get things off your chest. So yeah.